Hey students, this is problem number 3.16 from SS Krotov, and it's very fundamental question, though it is given in electrodynamics part, but in principle this question belongs to application of impulse and momentum theorem. There is a question. As per the language of question, we have two charged particles, one is q1, other is q2. We have two charged particles q1, q2, and they are traveling in the same direction with the same speed. They are traveling in the same direction with the same speed. Now we apply electric field. A uniform electric field has been applied during a certain time. You can read the third line of question. A uniform electric field has been applied during a certain time. As a consequence of that electric field, the direction of velocity of the first charged particle changes by 60-degree angle and the speed becomes 2 times. That's as per the question. So after electric field has been applied, this first charged particle, which is q1, changes the velocity by an angle of 60-degree, which means it will turn by 60-degree angle with respect to the initial direction. And as per the language in this question, its speed is now double of previous speed. So if earlier it is a v1, now it is 2v. And it happens, this change occurs because of electric field. Right. So I will apply impulse momentum theorem now, according to which any change in momentum must be because of some force on the particle, and because of the electric field, force on this charged particle can be written as q1 times the electric field. Since we are unaware of the direction of electric field, there is no information about the direction of electric field, so I take it as a vector quantity. So q1e is the force on the first particle multiplied by time, let's say delta t, and that force into time, as per Newton's second law, this product of force and time should be change in linear momentum of this particle. I define its mass as m1 now, and I define mass of other particle as m2. So change of the linear momentum for this q1 particle can be m1, and you can decompose or resolve its final velocity in the x component and y component. Let me define the coordinate axis here. I define x-axis on the right side direction and I define y-axis on upside. So relative to the coordinate axis, if you resolve this 2v velocity in the components, you will get 2v cosine 60 I cap, which is v I cap, and then you will get 2v sine 60 j cap, which is v root 3 j cap. So that's the final velocity of this particle q1 minus its initial velocity, which can be written as v I cap because it was in the x direction. So if you simplify this expression, you get what is E times delta E. E times delta t can be obtained from here, which is m1 by q1. This, notice that v I cap minus v I cap cancelled, so you are left with v root 3 j cap. Right. So this is the value of E delta t. Now apply the same equation for the second particle. But for the second particle, the question says that the second particle changes the direction by 30-degree angle, right? It changes the direction by 30-degree angle, and let's say its velocity becomes v2, but that v2 is not given in the question. The only information regarding second particle is that it changes the direction by 30-degree, right? And that's okay. Now I will apply impulse momentum theorem, otherwise I will find the change in linear momentum of second particle. For the second particle, m2 is the mass. We can write the final velocity. You can write the final velocity in the vector form, in the component form, and you can write it v2 cosine 30 I cap v2 sine 30 j cap and minus its initial velocity vi cap. That's the change in linear momentum of second particle. And this change of linear momentum for the second particle should be the force on particle, which is q2 into e times delta t. From here you will find the value of E delta t. From here you can find the value of E delta t as m2 over q2 times v2 root 3 over 2 minus v, this is a whole I cap, that's a simple mathematics now, plus v2 by 2 j cap. Now all you have to do is compare this E dot delta t with this E dot delta t, because left hand side of these two expressions are identical, so they must be identical on their right hand side also. So I will compare this factor, I will compare this vector with this vector, and if you compare these two vectors, you get, after comparing these two expressions, I get v2 root 3 by 2 minus v, which is the x component of the vector, and here we have no x component, so it must be 0, and it gives me v2 equals to 2 by root 3 times v. So that was one question, which was in what proportion will the velocity of second ball change. So answer to this question will be that velocity of the second ball becomes 2 over root 3 of previous value. There is one more question. We have to find the charge to mass ratio of second ball, charge to mass ratio for the second ball if it is alpha 1 for the first ball, and that can be done by comparing these two or comparing their y components. So y component here is m1 over q1 times v root 3, and the y component in this expression is m2 over q2 v2 by 2. You have to substitute this value of v2. m1 by q1, notice the charge to mass ratio. Charge to mass ratio for the second ball is required, whereas charge to mass ratio is alpha 1 for the first ball. Charge to mass ratio. So mass to charge ratio can be written as 1 over alpha 1, that is v root 3. Let's say m2 upon q2 will be 1 upon, sorry, it's 1 by alpha 1 and it's 1 by alpha 2, v2 by 2, and v2 by 2, I will substitute v2 by 2 from here. v2 divided by 2 can be written as v over root 3. So this v and v cancel, and from here you get the value of alpha 2 as, from here you can get the value of alpha 2 as alpha 1 divided by 3. That's the second answer of question. Right. So it's a very fundamental question from S.S. Krotov based on Newton's second law, that any change of momentum of any particle must be force multiplied by the duration in which the momentum change occurs. Right. Hope your doubt is clear now. As always, you are free to write any message if the solution is not clear to you or you want any other explanation. Take care. Bye bye.